You're right, guys. Welcome to the latest episode of Muscle Owl Talks. I'm back with Shelley Simmonds after last week's Snowdon climb. How was it?
It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm just buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing.
So if we remind everybody, you carried your son Fraser, who has Duchenne muscular dystrophy, on your back. We'll put a picture there. We'll put a picture there to show everybody. And so you went out with your two friends as well in Snowdon, in Wales, the UK. How was it? Was Fraser, did he love it? Was it tiring for you? You're obviously fundraising as well, we should say, for research into Duchenne muscular dystrophy to benefit all children with muscular dystrophy. So you raised nearly £10,000 as well, or more than £10,000, which is...
I've raised £11,000.
£11,000. So, yeah, how was the whole day? Was it harder than you thought? What would you say to other people thinking of doing something wild and incredible? And what advice would you give to what their son might think of it, or daughter?
So we absolutely loved it. It was hard. Obviously, you're climbing a mountain carrying a little boy on your back. It was never going to be easy, but it wouldn't be a challenge otherwise, would it? And that's what I set myself to do. My son can't walk. He will never be able to climb a mountain. So I became his legs on Saturday and carried him all the way up to the summit of Snowdon, which was unbelievable. I'm feeling so good now. I'm feeling absolutely awesome about the amount of money that I've raised that hopefully will help, all of us. Fraser absolutely loved it. He loved counting the sheep on the way up. He loved watching the train come up and down. He was in really good spirits the whole day, which obviously was brilliant because you never know how these things are going to go. They tell you not to work with animals or children. And obviously I'm working with a 4-year-old boy for, just over 6 hours. So it was all brilliant. It couldn't have gone any better, really. I'm delighted.
Oh, that's amazing. And I saw that you said you shared a photo with something like you afterwards, you were like, I'm never doing this again. And then you were cleaning your boots afterwards and you were like, I can't wait to do something like this again. Is that still...
I think it was the adrenaline. I think I got to the top and I was tired. The weather was torrential rain at the top. It was awful weather at the top. I think I was saying I'm never going to do any walking ever again. But I think now it's done. It's such a downer that it's done, and yeah, it does. It just gives you a buzz and makes you want to do more.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. And did you see people going up as well? Did I see someone said something like they were going to give up and then they saw you and it was something they'll tell their grandkids or something like that?
We saw we saw lots of people on the way up, but people would stop and talk to us and kind of say to us, what are you doing? That's, we've never seen anyone do that before. So we would obviously explain what we're doing. And I have to say, some people we met on Saturday have sort of tracked us down via Facebook and sent us some really lovely messages. And that is just incredible because that you've raised awareness by what you were doing because people have remembered you. And, that's all I wanted to do was, get the word out there about Duchenne and try and make a difference. And these messages are they're humbling really because they're unexpected.
Yeah, that's the thing I always think when I'm doing like fundraising or stuff, dressing up as an owl or running a marathon like that I always think raising money is one good thing, but like everyone you meet, you bump into, through that event, you're kind of changing their experience of what they're doing or whatever, and you have the ability to change the way people think about things and to sort of implant whatever it is that you want into their minds. So say, tell them a little bit about Duchenne muscular dystrophy that they might not have known about before.
Exactly. It's all about educating people, and we had a donation pot on the carrier as well, and to hear people obviously put money inside was a real a boost. And I mean, those people sort of kept us going, really, and I'll forever be grateful for that.
No, that's amazing.
It was also my absolute pleasure to carry up with me in the rucksack next to Fraser some photos of some other boys and girls that have Duchenne as well, because I very much wanted this to be for the community, and carrying those children up alongside Fraser was, you know, an honour, and they touched the plaque as well. So we've all conquered a mountain, and that feels fantastic.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful. I always think that those kind of things keep you going as well, don't they? When, like, well, did they keep you going? Because I always think, when I first started doing marathons, I'd always think about my brother, and I'd always think, well, what would he do if he could run this now? He wouldn't give up, you know, that kind of thing, which, I don't know, it can be quite a nice thing to think sometimes. So yeah, I don't know.
It was, absolutely. You know, every time I felt tired, I had to remind myself, obviously, why I was doing this, and it's for the greater good, and, you know, hopefully it will make a difference. So to take those children and adults along with me too was, you know, my pleasure.
Yeah. So with things coming up over the next few months, has Fraser got anything planned? Obviously, for people who don't know, Fraser, 4 years old, has Duchenne muscular dystrophy. However, unlike many boys who can still walk at that age, Fraser's not been able to walk. So it's obviously different challenges for Fraser. Has he got any events for Fraser coming up, or any big things in his life?
So he starts at big school in September. We're just having some issues at the moment because, like you said, he can't walk, and for school, to ensure, you know, full inclusion and independence, we think obviously he would benefit from a power wheelchair, which, you know, everybody that's involved with his care is in agreement with us. But obviously, certain types of chairs for children this young are not funded on the NHS. Therefore, we have to go down the route of submitting an individual funding request to try and get Fraser this piece of equipment. So that's obviously my next big challenge in life. So
wow. Keep us updated with that, because that's something on muscular that we always talk about, that is, you know, obviously there have to be different procedures for different things, but, you know, everyone who can't walk should have the right to have a power wheelchair, particularly at that age. Being able to have one's own independence is so key. So yeah, let us know that goes as smoothly as possible, or else or else we'll see to it.
Thank you. I might need your help.
So he's starting in September. Wow. Well, keep us updated with Fraser. That's wonderful. And thank you for coming on and telling us all about this. And we'll make sure that we get you back on over the rest of the spring and summer and autumn ahead to keep us updated with all the other goings on in the Duchenne community in the UK as well, because there'll be plenty of things going on there. So yeah, thank you, Shelley. And we'll catch you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.